Are you there we go. Alright. I think we're live. Hey, what's up guys? So, welcome to my room. It's kind of been converted into a bike workshop tonight. Here, let me show you around really quickly. I have you guys on a tripod right now. So you got all the parts laid out right there. And then over there, got tools and then computer. I can kind of see the comments right now, but it's going to be a little bit difficult, so I'm also going to have them loaded up on my computer, which is behind me when I'm working. So, oh, what's that? You need to delete part of your snap story? Are you talking about the Philip DeFranco one? What's up, guys? Hey, thanks for joining me. All right, let's see. You can see that. Got it mounted up into stand, and it's ready to go. Yeah. Let's see. Show us your caps. Yeah, I got a ton of them back there, don't I? Let's see. All right, let me load up the comments really quickly on the computer so I can keep track of them. Woo. All right, there we go. Got the comments loaded up right there. All right, let's get to building. First thing I'm going to put on is probably the bottom bracket and cranks. Lube. If I talk from back here, can you guys hear me? Let me know in the comments. I think it's going to be a little far away from the camera. Cool, thank you. Don't want to sit here in radio silence. So how are you guys doing tonight? Awesome. No quiet, but alright, good to know. Okay, these are the cranks I'm going to be putting on. These are the Rotor Hawks. They're pretty interesting because they're modular. So in the sense that if I change bikes in the future, I'll be able to switch them out pretty easily if they have a different size bottom bracket, because the only thing I'll need to change is this piece, which is pretty cool. Alright, let's put the right side on the right side. You're always backwards, right? They actually send the cranks with this tool specifically for the bottom bracket, which is pretty handy because you can't tighten it by hand very well. Gotta remember which side this goes. This way? Nope. Definitely. Huh. I should probably read a manual. I think I just need to push harder. Yes, I did. First thing I did was put the grease on it. You guys are quite interesting. I have most of the parts, Tanner. The few parts I don't have are I don't have my King Creek shock quite yet, and I do not have my dropper post. Those will be coming. I'll be getting those like within a week or so. Well, obviously I have a Evo there, so I'm not riding for Trek. I know I mentioned this before. I never was sponsored by Trek. I was sponsored by. Uh, what's up with all you guys saying Dab? Am I missing something? Huh? What's up with everyone saying Dab? The video is locked up. What do you mean? What is going on, guys? Oh well. Alright. I'll just keep building. That needs to go all the way through, so what's... Right? So... that needs to round up. Yeah. So in a way it makes sense. Oh, I don't like that noise. Sorry about the noise. What's... Let's see. I wasn't hammering the frame, I was hammering the bottom bracket. There we go. It's threading finally. This is the first time I'm using this bottom bracket, so a little bit different than usual. It's also a little bit weird being on live TV as I'm doing this. I'll also add, I'm better at riding bikes than I am building stuff or building bikes. So probably gonna make mistakes here and there, but it's always fun. And almost in. Tool. So as for the Huffy, I don't have it anymore. I got rid of it. What fork? I'm using the Helm. I'll be putting that on pretty soon. For tires, I'm just pretty much using. I'm not really picking on tires. The one thing I do use is I use a downhill casing tire for the back. That way I don't pitch flat as much, and I'll use a trail casing for the front. Do I know IFHT? Is that like I fucking hate that channel that does all of that sweet like videos like how to be a mountain biker and stuff? Of course I do. It's like the best channel ever. Alright, let's keep building. So, this is the fork I'm putting on there. I know I mentioned it to some of you guys. This is the Cane Creek Helm. It was just released yesterday or 2 days ago. So I've been running it unbadged because we didn't want anyone to realize what it was. It's got some interesting features like this quick release switch or skewer, which is square, and it's actually got like a square hole there. It's kind of interesting. Yes, I will make you a mod. Give me 1 second. Thank you for volunteering. Ice cream trucker dude, thank you. So yeah, this was a prototype. You can actually see that. Where? 47. So it's one of the first ones. All right, you get headset stuff. You stay. Stay. I should add, I've pre-greased a lot of this stuff. I don't have any internal cable routing here right now, because that will be for the, actually, because I think the derailleur is on the outside, the brakes on the outside, and the derailleur cable is on the outside. This right here is for the dropper post, which I do not have yet. Also, if you guys were paying attention to Pink Pike, Deity just released their new lineup, so I'm waiting on their new line of stuff to arrive at my school before put that on. So that will be in the full bike check. This is just kind of repurposing the stuff from my trek. So the only things I'm really repurposing is this, and I think that's about it. I almost put my bars on upside down. That wouldn't be good. Biggest pet peeve, dropping stuff. Stay. So I've got a Cane Creek headset piece, spacers, and they're kind of interesting because they actually have a, I'm not sure if you can, these grooves, so they can only really go in one direction. They interlock like that. So just trying to figure out, there's a special piece that goes right on top that I'm just trying to find. I need a tool. I should be using an Allen key for this, but I tend to just use the Torx wrench because they work for pretty much everything. So actually, I forgot to grease that. I mean, get some grease real quick. Someone said no dropper. I don't have it right now, and I prefer building a bike without a dropper at the beginning. Um, the frame is built for a 140 millimeter fork, but currently I have this guy set up for a 150. It's internally adjustable all the way from 170 millimeters to 100 millimeters. You just need these little not volume reducers, but they're just these tokens that you put in, not like the RockShox ones. It's different. Cool. Can you guys hear the fan above you? It's like blowing right onto the camera. I can't really shut it off. Okay, no, you can't hear it? Good, thanks. Thanks, ice cream trucker. Hi. Am I going to review the helm? Kind of. They're a sponsor, so I can't really give it a fair review because they're sponsoring me, if that makes any sense. I'm a little bit biased towards Cane Creek. They make awesome stuff. They've been a huge support with me, so I can't give you a real review that's completely unbiased of the helm. I can tell you what the cool features about it are, though. I think that's a little bit more fair and transparent. So, if you guys don't understand why they called the fork the helm is the wheel or steering wheel that you use to drive boats, drive sailboats, whatever the term for that is. The bars are 787s. All right, cool. All right, back to the thing of stuff. Okay, next up, I'm going to put on these brakes. These are the TRP slates. They're not very. There's TRP is a really big brand in the. If you're into the cross racing, not cross country, cross. It's like road biking, but on dirt. It's kind of cool. But they're lesser known in mountain biking. Aaron Gwynn actually started running TRP last year or the year before, so they're making a big push. You know what? The color is less close to the Yeti turquoise than you think, William. It's really hard to show what color this bike is in like photos or videos. It just doesn't do it justice. I almost put on my brake backwards. That would have been very weird. Wait. I think they sent me like a Euro style because this is the front brake and it goes on that direction, which is how people run their brakes in. Hold on. I'm having a mental. Yeah. It's definitely on the wrong side for me. So I'll fix that later. Thought I was going crazy for a second. I don't know how heavy the frame is. You would have to look it up on their website. Honestly, weight to me doesn't make a huge difference. Oh, I think I hear a RA. I'm at school. Give me a second. Hello? Hi.
Hi. Just doing room checks.
Yeah, we're just doing room checks.
All right, fine, Shelby. You win. We always give you second in this before. Told you.
No, I'm just chilling.
Sweet.
Yep.
Room checks. What do you have to say?
Oh wow, they actually keep all these signs.
Okay, so I'm at college. RAs are probably going to come in and look. So, might be a little bit weird. Alright, let's get the roller, not the caliper bolts. Box O stuff. I can't really put the part list in the description as I'm building this. Sorry about that, guys. So this is how I keep all my spare parts. I have bins for RockShox tokens, drill hangers. 1 second. Yep, coming.
Hey.
So hi to YouTube.
Hi to what?
You guys are being live streamed right now.
Oh my god! Oh god.
So,
Live stream for what?
My YouTube channel, Skills with Phil.
I didn't know you had a
Nice.
YouTube
So
channel.
there's about how many people are watching? Yeah, but, 500 people watching you right now.
I'm Pat.
Alrighty,
So.
Alrighty.
just doing a room check. Sorry.
No worries.
Alright, we're good.
Hey, your room's good.
Again, we're really sorry.
Room's good.
we got
Yeah.
into stream time.
Oh, that's alright. Thank you. Skills on the
What is
wall.
it called again?
What's that?
What is it called again?
Skills with Phil. Mountain bike channel for skills.
with Phil?
Yep.
Skills with Phil.
Alrighty, well, have fun.
Yeah.
Alright.
You too. That was awkward. They approved of my room. I'm good. Hello. No, I'm at college actually. Not camp. So, spring break right now. So technically, most people are supposed to be out of the dorms right now, but we have really good internet at school, so I wanted to take advantage of that to live stream the building of the colony before I go ride my bike someplace warm. Uh-oh. Are you guys watching out there?
Yeah.
They are.
Gave you a like.
Thank you. They're pretty cool.
See ya.
Have a good one.
You too.
They didn't even need to come in my room for a room check, 'cause they can see everything right here. Whoop. What are my thoughts on the Diamondback Release 3? I don't know the components, but the Release is a really cool bike, and Diamondback makes some really good value bikes, so I would just say it's a pretty good bike, but I can't tell you without seeing the components off the top of my head. Find a bolt that's long enough. Do-do-do. Got a lot of short bolts. Too many short bolts, to be honest. Ah, perfect, finally. Gonna try to get as much grease on the brake pads as possible, because that's always a good thing. Alright, let's put the. So I mentioned this earlier. The brake things are swapped on me, because this guy has a lot more hose. Yeah. You are going to get over here. Stay. No, I'm not going to be going plus size on this bike. I'd like to try it out though. Biggest drop I've ever hit? I've probably done something about 20 feet, but honestly, I've never measured, or I've never got an exact figure. Turbo Wolf, I will be getting a King Creek shock. They just got really busy with the release of this fork that I wasn't able to get it before building this. So when I do my full bike check, you'll see it. And as for what shock I'll be getting the DB Air, the one with a piggyback. I'm really bad with the names. What's that? Something about Tokol. I missed it. Am I going to be riding this at Highland? Yeah, definitely. Uh-oh, the fan's coming back on. I know there's probably like a bajillion people who work at bike shops right now that are cringing at the way I'm building this bike. That's fine. I ride bikes, not build them. You get... Come on. Thread. Play nicely. There we go. I told you to play nicely. Come on. 4, great place to put your tools. Those bolts are probably too long. Let's see. So obviously I'm gonna have to cut this cable down at one point. And this right here is the best tool ever if you've ever had to shorten your brake cables, because these put the olive in so much easier than trying to use those stupid yellow things you get with Shimano brakes. So, I accidentally got the XT one with this thing. It comes off with, I think, that screw, because I don't like this piece right here. Oh, thank you, Instagram service. I'm really worried. No, I like the box one. That's why I tried on Seth's bike, but I don't think I'd like to use it full time, especially if I'm racing. You go below. I'm always really bad at remembering if I put the levers on first or second. I think these guys want to go on second. Or first. At this rate, since I'm stopping and talking to you guys, it's probably gonna take about like 2-ish hours. I don't know. Nah, it's probably gonna take like, I don't know, another hour. Highland meetup. I'd be down for that. I didn't get to ride Highland much this year, so definitely planning on riding Highland a whole lot more this season. Yeah, there we go. Fresh grips. Oh, let me do I have my... These were my grips at the end of last year. I used them pretty good. But now I got freshies. Starting to look like a bike. Because I don't have the new Deity stuff. That's going to be coming. Well, I go on spring break like as of today, so the mail room will be closed until like 2 weeks from now or like a week from now. So if they sent me stuff, I won't be able to access it. So the bike check for this bike with the new Deity parts will be coming probably about 2-3 weeks, something like that, depending on how much stuff I have to do when I get back from break. What derailleur am I using? I'm using the Shimano XT. No DH, yeah, I don't have a downhill bike this year because I'm not racing. I will get a downhill bike, but I wanted to build up the thing I ride most, which is my trail bike. They're not cable brakes, they're hydraulic brakes. Alright, I'm gonna put these guys on. These, oh. So, Noble. These are the Noble wheels, they're carbon. So, I'm a little bit scared, but the guys, like, they're pretty trustworthy. So, I've never ridden carbon before, but they're supposed to be pretty baller and sturdy. So, I trust them. But I am a little bit, not skeptical. I'm trying to think of what the word is, but I've never ridden carbon wheels, and I've heard they crack. So, hopefully that doesn't happen to me. Yes, carbon wheels are stronger, but they're also more prone to cracking. So if you were to hit a square edge or something, aluminum wheel would bend, whereas a carbon wheel might crack. So that's, yes, apprehensive is the word. Thank you, Connor. I'm not really good at thinking on the spot. But check out how quiet this hub is. Unlike other hubs, there's no ratcheting system, but there's instant engagement. Like no, see that? No clickies, but what happened to my downhill bike? I had to give it back because my sponsor agreement. I'm no longer sponsored by that company or bike shop. Uh, yeah, if you want to call it a stealth hub, the hub is manufactured by Onyx. That's their proprietary system, and Noble licensed it, and they kind of made their own variation. Yes, I will be going tubeless. Have I thought about the Procore system? Yes, but I think I'm more interested in running the flat tire defender. I think Aaron Gwynn is running that. It's like this foam insert that you put in between your. It's kind of like the Procore, but there's no like second valve or a weird valve mechanism with two air chambers. Tire choice. I'm using some of my old tires right now. In ideal world, I'd go with two Magic Marys, 2.3, but Maxxis is making some pretty sweet 2.5. I think they're making the the Minion Zone at 2.5. Either way, I'd be interested in running those. Yes, I will be at Tire Festival this year. I hate to screw, so. I've been touching grease. Let me clean my hands real quick. Uh-oh. Isopropyl alcohol. I'll probably go over my rotors at the end with this to make sure I don't get any grease on that, contaminate the pads, because squeaky brakes suck. Ooh. I thought that was a sticker at first, these black marks, but they're not. They're like engraved into the rotor. It's kind of cool. Let me. There we go. Sorry, my room's kind of a mess, so it's not ideal for building bikes. Using this for the brake rotors is probably the best and biggest time saver ever. I have it set. I have it set to like 4. It's 2. What's up, Paige?
What are you making?
I'm building my bike. You're also on YouTube right now.
Oh,
Yeah.
have fun.
My roommate's back there. What is that, 10? 10 seems to be a good setting for getting rotor bolts in. Let me check the comments real quick. What's up, guys? What's my college major? I'm majoring in business and marketing and minoring in communication art and design. What's up, guys? Alright, I have one more wheel to do. Let's go do that. threading these things, like starting them, is sometimes the hardest thing ever. Or I'm just stupid. Maybe that. Got it. Come on. Hey, give me my bit back. Boom. Hi. Yeah, I don't think I could play music during this because that would probably violate some copyright stuff, so the video would get taken down. Can't do that. How many bikes have I built? I don't know. Usually I just get a complete bike and I'll swap out specific parts. I've built up bikes complete before like this one, but I haven't done it in a while. Don't worry guys, I have this set on a setting where it will cut out like, so for example, like I'm holding it. So no, I did not strip out the bolt thingies. Clutch, yep, thank you. Hi Nolan, for me. Yes, Hunter, I will be in Santos, not this weekend, but next weekend, at least on Saturday for the Fat Tire Festival. SRAM drivetrain? No, I'm going XT. NembaFest. I've never been able to go to NembaFest, to be honest. And I haven't been to Kingdom Trails either. That's where, for you guys watching who have never heard of NembaFest, that's where NembaFest is at, Kingdom Trails in Vermont. I will have a list of my components, Joel, up when I do the full bike check. So give me about 2 or 3 weeks, but you know what? I'll put all the parts I'm using right now in the description below after this video is done. Alright, something that I always mess up is tire rotation. It always takes me like 10 tries. Okay, that's exaggerating. Where? I always have to double check with Schwalbe's because the tires are ramped or like pointed the opposite direction of other tires usually. So I always double check. And the rim comes already taped and all that kind of stuff. Have I run the SC5s? Yes, I have with a super, but I had issues with them with like sidewall puncturing, which was super frustrating. Like the tread on them was awesome, but there's something with the tires where they would pinch in between the they would like get a hole right here, and you can't patch that, so it's kind of frustrating. Will I ever do a Whistler video? Probably. I haven't been to Whistler once. It was during it was not this past summer, but summer before that when Blackcomb was on fire. So it wasn't the best experience ever. And I'm running 27.5. I would like to try the 26 plus though. I'm gonna set this. I might have to set this up elsewhere because I don't have a compressor in my room, but we'll try with a pump anyway. I'm gonna be running 170 millimeter length cranks. Now, if you're cool and you're a pro, you always line the label of the tire up with a valve stem. Obviously, I didn't do that. So, it doesn't really bother me, but some people are a little nitpicky about that. And I mentioned I'm running a downhill casing tire in the back to avoid pinch flats. No, I'm not running for Evil. So I'm going to backtrack a little bit. I used to race for Evil. In 2013, I actually did ride for Evil. So this is not the first Evil bike I'm on. The first one I had was the Evil Undead. And then I changed teams here and there. But I bought this bike. I did get a little bit of a discount. Not like a huge discount, but enough to make it worth it. But it's not like I got it for free or anything. Like, this was still a few $1,000s worth of my money that I spent into the frame. With that being said, these Noble wheels, Noble reached out to me and they asked me if I'd be interested in running some of their wheels. I was like, heck yeah, I would be. So far dealing with them has been really awesome. Small company, didn't really know a whole lot about them, but they're a pretty cool company. So Colin, you asked if tubeless stop pinch flats. They don't completely stop pinch flats. They reduce them, but it's still possible to puncture your tire sidewall. And when you ride aggressively, that tends to happen more often than. So that's why I'm going with a little bit heavier casing tire. Yeah, if you guys can answer some of the questions that are being asked quite a bit, since I can't, dropper post, not right now, just because I do not have it. But I will be most likely running a KS Lev. No, I'm still gonna ride Tokol. Sorry, I'm getting distracted here. Let's put this tire on. Thank you. Nice to know I'm ugly. You're pretty ugly too. Alright, hey, Ice Cream Trucker. Is there anybody else? Like, do you have the power to make someone a moderator? Or recommend a moderator in here? Alright, no, but Matt Ryan is my friend. Alright, Matt, where are you? Where's Matt? Come on, Matt. Dropping the ball here. Guys, we need Matt. It's really important. Oh, this is hilarious. Alright, got the second tire on. I mentioned that I'll be setting the tire up with the tubeless system once well, it's set up like with the rim tape and all that jazz. I just need the compressor to inflate it and all that fun stuff. Alright, drivetrain. What is this device you have on here, Shimano? I've never seen this before. Yeah, it comes off. Alright, small thing to use right there. Come on. Yeah, stay. Fail. I failed. Yeah, this isn't the most exciting thing ever, but a lot of people want to see this bike being built, which is why I'm live streaming it. Can I recommend shocks? What was that? What shocks are? Someone recommend him some good shocks for a scooter, please. I know you guys will pull through. Matt, you're back. Apparently, Matt is back. Let me find Matt in a second. One sec. What is this magical? Oh, actually threads in. Really? No, just me. I'm being silly. Come on. And that goes right. Why? There we go. Alright. Give me a second, I'm finding Matt. Alright, Matt is back in. Oh, Matt is in duty. Thanks, Matt. What do I recommend demoing at the Fat Tire Festival? I know Orange is going to be there. They approached me about riding their bikes. I've never ridden one of them before, so kind of interested in trying one of those out. And I think, what was it? Rocky Mountain is supposed to be there. And if they have the Slayer, personally, I want to try out Slayer, but Santos doesn't really have the right terrain for it. Good. I have to say, this has got to be weird for my roommate back there who's just listening to me talk to myself. And filming tips. It would take me too long to give you filming tips right now, but I will try to come back. Send me a private message, and I will see what I can do. It's a suspension seat post. So RockShox has it. No, not RockShox. King Creek has what they call the Thud Buster, which is a seat post that has a little bit of cushion to it for absorbing bumps. It's pretty good for hardtail riders who don't have dropper posts. Alright, this is the derailleur that I'm running. This is a Shimano XT 11 speed. I haven't run any of their 11 speed stuff yet. I run the Saint on my downhill bike and I liked it. With that being said, I do prefer the shifter feel of SRAMs, but I prefer Shimano derailleurs. Oh. Well. One of the things that sucked is like when all the companies started going to Torx, which is this thing. I was out on a ride and I didn't realize my new bike was using Torx, and my derailleur was coming loose and not shifting right. So I wasn't able to tighten it because I didn't have a Torx Allen key thing on me. So I had to like jam a stick in there and tighten it. So if you're ever in a pinch, sticks are a great way to tighten Allen key bolts and stuff. I don't have a 29er right now. It's something I would like to get in the future, but it's my favorite cookie. I mean, Oreos, duh. But I mean, the classic chocolate chip is pretty good too. Can you see this yet? Alright. I put way too much grease, so my hands are getting all sorts of greasy right now. So I can shove the grease in over there and make it useful later. So here's an interesting thing. You don't want to put grease on carbon. Now, I'm not a scientist or engineer, but apparently the reason for that is that the grease can break down carbon. So just keep that in mind. Just a quick little fun fact. Do I service my fork myself? Sometimes. Full service, I'll let the guys at King Creek do it. But if it's, changing the oil and changing the travel size, I'll do that. Let's see. No, I do have carbon. I have friction paste, but I was just letting people know about the just non-specific grease. But maybe there's a different kind of grease that actually does work with carbon. That's not friction paste. What setting? Ooh, what settings am I running on my hat? Right now, I have it three. I have it almost fully closed. 3 clicks from the top. With all this hair I have right now, I had to open it up a little bit and let it flow. Yeah, my hair is getting out of control, but I've been lazy, didn't want to go to, well, I usually cut my own hair, and I just didn't want to deal with that, so I'm just letting it grow out. I'll cut it eventually. I'm a 1 or 2 haircut a year kind of person. Am I going to Bailey this weekend? Maybe, we'll see. It's definitely something I'd like to do, because there's a lot of badass riders right there. What do I think about the price of bikes these days? So I think it's crazy. So the Trek session I was running, last year, which was my downhill bike. That bike cost like $10,000 or like, 9,000, which is absolutely ridiculous. I would not pay that much for a bike, and nor would I recommend anyone pay that much for a bike. But when a company or a bike shop is lending me a bike, I'm not going to complain. With that being said, there are a bunch of companies who are making really cool, pretty affordable bikes. Commensol is one of them. Like, I think you can get a complete trail bike, badass trail bike, with 1x11 and all that kind of stuff for like $2,000, which that's for a pretty good bike. And then Marin, I think, also makes a really good bike or budget-oriented bike. It's like $1,500. I don't know the specific name of it, so if you guys know what I'm talking about, put the name of the bike in the comments. Um, Alright, back to building. Me. Alrighty. So, internal routing. Let's see if I can do this in one go. Here. It's easier if you go from this direction because of the stopper thing. I'm gonna see if I have any text messages from Haley real quick. Give me a second. So Haley just moved into an apartment today, which I'm pretty excited about. It's our first job out of, or first real job out of college, and so it's kind of a big day for her. So just want to make sure she's all set, and I'm really excited about it. Eventually I'll make it to Utah. I've driven through Utah a few times. Have I ever ridden a Specialized? Yeah, I've ridden a few, but the one I rode the most was a Specialized, not Session, Status. I rode a Status, which was a pretty baller downhill bike for a pretty budget-minded price. The King Creek fork right now, the helm is set to 150, but I will probably be reducing it to 140. Let's see. All right. That's gonna explode. Definitely not. We're good. Have like a bird's nest going on over here. Do I prefer 1 or 2 by drivetrain? Definitely 1 by. I think front derailleurs are one of the worst pieces of technology on a bike. Actually, Though, with that said, the Shimano electric Di2 system, which costs a ridiculous amount, shifted really well. So, I like that. Will I ever go to Washington State? I was there. I rode Tiger Mountain and I think like Exit 27 or something. I've also ridden in Port Angeles. I think the cable is a little bit long, just a little bit. Have I ever been to Mountain Creek? Heck yeah, I have. I used to race race it all the time when it was Diablo. Now I don't go there quite as much, but still love it. You stay over here. Something like that is probably pretty good. You can always go through and shorten it a little bit more later. Do I like food? I love food. It's kind of impressive that I'm not fat. Ugh. Where did I? Zip ties. I'm just loosely trying to keep things together right now. Not really gonna clamp them down. Just want to keep them in order so it's not so much of a pain in the butt. Alright, here's something for the viewers. What's your, what's your building tip when you build bikes? Or what's your favorite piece of equipment? And why? That's probably pretty good. Eh, stupid lock. Might have to shorten the cable a little bit more later, but let's see. Apparently, Alex W likes dynamite. However, oh, dude, thank you for the super chat, dude. Is Canyon a good bike? Well, they're a brand, so I don't know. You would have to give me a specific model, and even with that, I don't know their models. With that being said, they do have a really good reputation of making really good bikes, and since they're consumer direct, that also means the price is much more affordable. So I've looked at a lot of different Canyons before, and they are definitely really appealing. But I don't know which specific model. But thanks, dude, for the super chat. Really appreciate that. Do I clean my room? Yes, I do. But right now it's a little bit messy because I had to like reorganize it to do this thing. And oh, dude, whoa! Thank you, Mike. I really appreciate that. You're awesome. Really appreciate that, man. Am I sponsored by King Creek? Yes, I am sponsored by King Creek. have I ever snapped a carbon frame? I haven't like snapped, but I've cracked one. My Trek session was completely messed up by the time I gave it back. So good thing that I was loaning it. Yes, I did give up on his last name. I tend to butcher people's names. Uh, like people butcher mine. So fun fact: a lot of people pronounce the K in my name Kmetz, so they pronounce it Kometz, which I don't really care if you do or do not. Technically it's Metz, but it doesn't really bother me. But I'm used to my name being butchered. Do I like memes? When I was 14, I did. Now I still do if they're like smart and fun. But let's see. All right. This guy. It got squished. Now, Rotor only had oval rings in stock when I ordered my cranks, so that's what I'm running right now. Never ridden an oval chainring, so it'll be interesting to see how I like it. With that being said, I think I'm going to switch back to a circular chainring when I get a chance, but I don't know. Maybe I'll like this. Huh. Let's go with some. Ooh, this is. There we go. What's that? Alright, so there's a bunch of different settings on oval chainrings. Thank you, John, for the super chat. Try you know what? A lot of people have recommended that I try Raccoon Mountain, so I need to get out there, don't I? And what's my view on Giant? They're one of the few brands I've never ridden. With that being said, the new bikes that they're making right now are freaking awesome. I was definitely looking at the Trance pretty hard, but I haven't ridden one myself, so I can't give you an honest opinion, dude. Sorry. But thanks for the recommendation about Raccoon Mountain. I need to make out there. So here's one really cool things about these rotor cranks. If you ever want to change your chainring, it's held on with just the crank and one 8mm bolt. So it's super simple to take your chainring off, swap it, and put everything back together. You don't have like those like 5 or 4 bolts like you do on a regular chainring set. What was that? Ooh. Huh. We have a predicament, guys. I don't know if I'll be able to have this bike up and running. Alright, I'm gonna see if I can show you. Let's. Alright, there we go. So obviously oval chainring, it's taller or wider in one direction than it is the other. It hits the frame. Oh man, that sucks. Yeah, so so if you guys are thinking about running a oval chainring on a calling, what size is this? You can't fit a 34 tooth oval chainring on an evil calling. I didn't know that. It is boost, both the cranks and the bottom, well, both the bottom bracket and the bike. So it's nothing to do with the bottom bracket. It has to do with the chainring knocking into the bike right there. So that's obviously a bit of a bummer. Yeah. So a 32 oval. All right. Thanks, Don. Well, so now here's the issue. This is kind of now here's a downside about rotor cranks. I don't know if I can find a chainring that will fit this bike, but I might be able to just run it without a chain for a little bit. It might be kind of fun. So since it uses this system, I can't use just any chainring. It has to be a specific spline drive like this one. And my Tokol is not spline drive. Oh, but I guess I could use the cranks. Yeah, I could use the cranks from the Tokol. It's not ideal, but I might do that. Didn't even think about that. Uh, I don't. I don't think if I take the chain guide off, if it would give me enough clearance, but we'll give that a go. I'll let you know if it works. But I think I was hitting the green part of the frame. Alright, the moment of truth. Will this work? Come on. Oh, woo-hoo. It works. Check this out. Yeah. That's so. Woo-hoo. Look at how close that is. Yes. All right. I'm glad someone told me to take it off. I was gonna try, but I didn't think it was gonna work. Teamwork, guys. Teamwork makes the dream work. Who else is taking a poo? Oh. How many of you guys are on the toilet right now pooping? Watching this. This guy hand count. Alright, so with the oval chainring, there's a specific spot to put the crank arm. I mean, I guess kind of like any set, but it's a little bit different. Okay, that wasn't working. Sometimes I spin the crank to tighten it because I'm lazy. Where did I put the second crank? Huh. Found it. Come on, are you not threading? technical difficulties over here, guys. Oh. Huh. I think that's not bad. So it has this tightening thing. I don't think I loosened that enough. Silly me. Where'd it? Alright, what tiny ass thing do you want? This. Alright, found it. Let's see. I'm not going to be dremeling the chainring. I could, but I won't be doing that. What time is it in my country right now? It is. It's got to be like 9:30. Usually I use. All right, 9 o'clock. I'm doing the where's the tool dance right now. Found it. Oh yeah. Alrighty. So I already greased the inside of the inside threads over here on the dropout. So remember, always grease things. I'm just gonna check to see if I have any super chats I've missed. So John asked, good brand for stems. Well, I'm sponsored by Deity, so I'm gonna be a little bit partial to them. But I'm not gonna say that Renthal and the other competing brands don't make good stems as well. But I personally think you should get a Deity. They just launched a whole new product line which has a bunch of new stuff that I think you'll like. Oh, and their old stuff is currently on clearance. So if you go to Deity's website, you can get a bunch of stuff for super cheap. Oh, I'm scrolling up to some of the super chats I missed. Dave asked a long time ago, am I going to be racing Bailey? I'm not going to be racing Bailey. But if I get this bike built up, I might just go and hang out and see what's up. And Matt also gave me a super chat. Love your stuff, man. Thank you, man. Really appreciate it. Sometimes I stumble over my words. All right, that's all we got for super chats right now. Do I like Surly bikes? They're they're an interesting brand that does their own thing. I don't think Surly is for me, but the market or the people who buy Surly bikes, I love them. So I don't have any personal experience with them. How old am I? All right, take some guesses. How old am I? Paige, you can just take my stuff out. Sorry. I'm a bad roommate. Where are you getting stuck on? Ah, there we go. It's okay, guys. We got this. Woohoo! Now it's starting to look like a bike. What do you guys think of the blue accents? I wasn't sure how it was gonna turn out, but I'm digging it. Can I show you my left nipple? I could, but you don't want to see it. 40, 26, 69, negative 36. I guess I should have expected that. I'm 26. So. So congratulations to the people who guessed 26. You are a winner. I'll give you a gold star real quick. There you go. Give your gold star. Yes, it is 27.5. Oh, hmm. That's a good point. Chungo. I will do that right now. Thank you for suggesting that. So he suggested I check to see if the chainring clears the whole way around with the suspension engaged. Oh no, starting around it. Ah. Held on there tight. Huh, would it might have made more sense if I loosened the bottom one. There's probably some stupid shims here. So nobody hero. You're saying yes, you are, and that's because that's how they shipped it to me. I will be swapping brake levers. Um, Probably not in this video, but eventually. Huh. Seems like this thing doesn't want to come out. Got it. Finesse. Fell on me. Oh yeah. Nice and squeaky. Check the super chat. Alright, will do. Thank you. Whoa, dude. Thank you. So thank you for the super chat, first of all. So, my resident area is not registered, so I know my RAs tuned into the live stream, and I'm not allowed to have beer on my premises. So, yeah. But thank you for the $20 super chat. You're pretty awesome. Awesome. But otherwise, yeah, I would be drinking a beer, probably a Yingling, because that's my go-to affordable but alright tasting kind of beer. I'm not a beer Nazi, but at the same time, I don't like crappy beer. Two blister after bat? Yes. Another super chat? No, I'm just seeing the one. Alright, I'll keep checking the super chats up periodically. Thank you for alerting me, because I'd feel really bad if I didn't see them. Phil, wait, you watch your streams? What do you mean? Yeah, I'm looking at the comments right now. Let's see. No, I'm not on drugs. I'm just kind of reading the comments. Riley, you kind of have some interesting comments. Oh, yeah. So, for you guys who missed it earlier, the RAs came through the house, and I was live streaming. So they walked in as I was live streaming. I let them know that they were on YouTube. And so they asked me what my username was, and so they actually tuned in because I could hear them laughing. So I don't know if they're watching this now. If they are, what's up, guys? But I don't think they're policing it. But super chat. Let's check it out. Nope, I'm not seeing one. Oops. Don't want to hide the chat. Come back here. There we go. So, well, the one cool. So on the beer topic about my school actually does serve beer at the student center, which is pretty sweet. I don't know how like it's a small school, and especially this area of North Carolina is it's old school. It's a very religious area, so there's a lot of blue laws on the books. So, um, but they actually do serve beer at the school, which is pretty sweet. Um, Fun fact: I actually did dress up as Ben Stiller in Dodgeball for Halloween a few years ago. Da-da-da. Windrock or Beach Mountain? Um, Depends on your skill level. If you like super gnarly stuff, go to Windrock. But if you like more fun, or not more fun, but a little bit tamer, easier to manage stuff, Beach Mountain is pretty sweet. I like both, and they're supposed to be building some really cool stuff right now. Pete from Elevated Trail Designs, he does a lot of. I've written a lot of his stuff before, and he's working up there right now. Um, No, I will not be putting a triple crown fork on this bike. And you mean dual crown. Triple clamp, dual crown. You can call it either way, but it's not triple crown. Fun fact. No, I will not. It only has 130 millimeters of rear travel. It'd be kind of stupid to put um, well, not stupid, but it'd be overkill to put a huge fork on it. Ethan, I'm looking at you. Okay, fine, I'll stop. Oh no. It's hitting. Check this out. Sorry for the jerky camera. But you get what's that? It just barely hits. Oh. Now, this is probably not a good idea. Some dude suggested taking a Dremel to it. I might take with how little, it's a millimeter, if that it's touching, I might actually file it down. I don't like doing that. It's not smart, but I don't think it would hurt the performance of the oval ring too much. Well, so I won't be doing that in this video though. For you guys saying don't do it, I won't be able to use the chainring anyway, so it's either I shave it down a little bit or I just never use that chainring. I mean, I could sell it, but I saw a super chat. Come back here. Whoa. There you go. Dude, Carl, you are freaking awesome. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Been watching you for a couple of years now. Love what you're doing. Keep it up. Thanks, dude. Really appreciate that. Just blows my mind that you would be so generous. Thank you. Oh, so these I see a bunch of things in this super chat area, but they're white. So I don't know if that means you guys contributed. Either way, I'm going to answer some of them because if you did, I want you to get your money's worth. Can I return the chainring? Well, so the cranks I'm using, Rotor, my friend works for them, or someone I know who got a job at Rotor recently, and so he wanted me to run their crank. So I did not pay for the cranks, and I'm one of the first people behind like Cedric Gracia and Brett Tippy to have these cranks, believe it or not. Um, so, I mean, I could send them back, but when they have regular circular chain rings available, they'll be sending me some of those. Uh, let's see. What someone asked, what's my thought on Marin bikes? I think Marin bikes make some pretty awesome stuff. They're not my favorite, but they have a really good budget full suspension bike. Oops, let's see. I mean, putting a washer under my bottom bracket isn't going to do anything because it's still like it's not rubbing my frame in that direction. It's rubbing it here. Let me show you guys a little bit better. Um, it's right. Where's my finger? Right there, rubbing. So that's why a washer wouldn't work. Ice cream trucker, that's what I think I'm gonna do. Not in this video. Alright. Where was I? I think I was putting the chain on. Yeah, that's what I was doing. Now, here's something interesting. Actually, let me put the shock back together. I feel like I lost some washers. Yeah. Found it. I'm deeply concentrating over here. No, get back. No. You thread. Ah, we got threadage, guys. We're good. So, hey, thank you guys for hanging out with me. This is huge. There's like, whoa, 400 of you guys still hanging around watching this. You guys are freaking awesome. I'm just a dude here building a bike in his room. So when there's like nothing on it clears like this, so I might be good honestly, but I might also want to grind that down. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah. You go Casey Nice out on this. Stab it and alright. Ah, it's so greasy and yucky. that's on. You stay. Yeah, this is. Oh, my hands feel so nasty. Where's my rag? Oops, that's a little bit too much. Would be cool to see night ride video. I might. All right, let's see what Snapchats are or super chats. Whoa, dude. Thank you, big boy, or Dan's. All right, Ty Brenninger. What do you ask? Do you think Trek is a bad brand just because they're expensive? No. So as you know, I rode the Trek. Oh, geez, I forgot what Remedy last year. I think Trek is a really good brand. I'm not a huge fan of the knock block thing that they're doing on the headsets of the Remedy right now. A lot of times when I whip my bike, I actually turn my bars past 90 degrees, and you can't turn your bars that direction anymore, which I think is super lame. But the ticket is a. Have I ridden? I ridden a ticket slope style one, the full suspension one. I don't know if I've ridden a ticket DJ, or I probably have. I don't really have any opinions on it, but I think one of the best things about the Trek brand is their warranty policy. They will really support their bikes. I've cracked so many frames and they warranted it, no questions. But maybe I was a special case. Let's see. Am I going to replace my rear shock? Yes, I am. I have a Cane Creek shock lined up. The interesting thing is this shock is a trunnion mount, and those are really they're unique shocks. The way the bolts thread into the shock is not like a typical shock where they have eyelets. So also they've been running around trying to release the fork, so I don't have that shock on me right now, but I'll be putting that on there. Alright, so I'm going to dig through my box of parts and see if I can find me a SRAM quick link, because haha, found them. I thought my chain was supposed to come with one of Shimano's link things, but I didn't see it. But I always keep my SRAM quick links because you never know when they might come in handy down the line. So this got a 9-speed. I don't know what size you are. 10-speed. Uh-oh. Huh. Looks like I'm going to have to go to the store in the morning and get some quick links. All my quick links I have are like 9 and 10 speed, so that's not going to do the job. Oh. Huh. I found it. Part of it. Yeah, no, I found it. This right here is a pin you use. Yes, Carl, I'll be getting some quick links, but just to get this bike up and running, I'm going to use Shimano's stupid little thingy right now. Alex W., I can read that comment. And thank you so much for the super chat, dude. I really appreciate that. Yeah, If I head to Bailey, I'll get one on the way there tomorrow. Did I ever ride BMX? Yeah, I grew up riding BMX. It's actually me when I was younger. That's a PK Ripper that I snapped in half. I was actually sponsored by SC Bikes in. Ooh, it was like when I was really little. What fork is that? That's Cane Creek Helm. It was just released. It's actually a prototype, so that's why you don't see markings on it. Have I ever ridden moto? Kind of. Me and throttles don't really work out. Alright, let's push this through. Get a little bit of cable tension going. There she goes. Why didn't I get a SRAM train? Well, I got Shimano drivetrain, and so I just kind of kept going with it. To me, a chain's a chain. I don't really have any particular affinity for any brand. I just use whatever's cheapest usually. Hey, come on. How do you... What is your magic here? Stay. Hey, come on. You silly piece of poo. There we go. I need a longer Allen key. I guess I shouldn't be using a multi-tool for this. Alright, so I have a special tool for putting these on. So this is an old spoke that I've like bent in like a weird thingy to hold the chain together. So when you put the quick link on, it doesn't go flying. Woo! What blue headset is it? The thingies right here are King Creek headset pieces. Something doesn't want to turn for some reason. I see why. There we go. Problem solved. this tool thing. You hook the chain here. And you hook it there. Kind of holds it in place so when you go to cut it, it's in the right area. Obviously, I need to do some adjustments first. I need to tension the beast. Which one's which on this guy? Okay, that's that limit. Must be what I'm looking for. Oh, wrong size. Who is calling me? Someone's calling me. Give me a second. I'm gonna text my friend who is calling me and tell him. So my friend called me to leave a comment on this live stream. Can you add a bottom rack speaker to the drive set? So, Brad, I know you're watching this. It's not hitting the frame that direction. It's hitting the frame right here. There's like no clearance. So no, I can't do that. Thank you though for calling and offering your help. That's really awesome. I'm gonna check out the super chats real quick. Nothing here. All right. Oh, bad Phil. Bad Phil. You stay. Yep, stay. Where did I put my... I need some more attention. That's what's going on. Oops. I gotta admit, it's harder building a bike when you're being live streamed because like there's so much more added pressure of like you guys judging me because I know all of you are sitting behind your computer screen like, oh man, why are you doing that? I wouldn't do that. So. All the tension up here. Yeah. This is like the not fun, boring part. There we go. he gotten that big ring? There we go. Where is... Alright, that's good. Guess I need to add a little bit more tension. Alright, back to shortening the chain. Caliper is getting stuck on my brake rotor for some reason, so that's why my wheel is not spinning right now. I don't have the right post mounts on. There we go. Got it. Oops, I hit all the comments. Alright. Do I like peanut butter? I love peanut butter. It's like the best food ever. Yeah, I could take the break off. I probably should have. Let's see. It's a bit interesting with the oval chainring because, like, what would be the longest? Would it be longest here or would it be longest here? Huh. I don't. Which position? I've never done this with oval chainring. This is a new one for me. Let's see. Yeah, I've never joined the chain with oval chainring before. I'm just gonna go for. Thank you, Sponge Blunt. When it stands tall, so like this. Hold on. Is that what you mean, Sponge Blunt? Cool. Thanks, dude. Really appreciate it. So I don't have a real chain breaker with me. I have this quick tool, which is part of this thing. It's kind of handy. Most of my good tools are back in New Hampshire. Boom, there you go. I'd much rather use SRAM quick links than the Shimano system, but it works alright. I've used it before. Alright, where's this pin? Now I got the pin. Got it back. Let me zoom in for you guys, or bring the camera closer. Alright, I'll look at a few more comments while I'm here. You can use 10-speed quick links on a 11-speed? Never heard of that before. But you guys crack me up. Whoa, thanks Ben for the super chat, Ben F. You're pretty rad. You didn't leave a comment. You just gave me some, $2, so $2 holla. Thank you. What length is my SEM? It's 50 millimeters. Alright, let's get the camera even closer. Show you guys what's going on here. Can I back you out enough? Can you guys see that? Let's see if I can get that a little bit better. There we go. Some high quality videography skills going on right here. Come on, stay down there. Huh? You go back. Am I going to run 26 plus? I would like to try 26 plus at some point, but currently I'm running 27.5. Boop. Boom, there we go. So now we just need to snap that off. Can you guys see that? Boom. That's how you insert a Shimano quick link, or link, whatever you want to call it. Alrighty. Now to dig through my post mount and figure out which one of these things will work for that back brake. Cats or dogs? I'm more of a cat person, just because they're like lower maintenance. However, the right dog is pretty badass. Like for me to like dogs, well, I mean, I love dogs, but for me to truly like have a connection with a dog, they have to be properly trained. If they're like running all over there, yapping, and just like doing what dogs do, I get a little bit annoyed. However, Haley's dog is the cutest thing ever. Like, he's a badass show dog. We race down trails. He has a personality. Sometimes we talk on Snapchat, and he hears my name. He's like, or hears me, and he's like, "Yo, Phil, where are you?" Whoa, Josh, thank you. Thanks for all your videos. Definitely high quality material. Thanks, dude. Really appreciate that. Dude, you're the bomb. You guys, thank you so much. Uh, but if my favorite animal, to be honest, or like a pet, I've had bunnies, and it sounds kind of weird, but you can actually train bunnies to like do tricks. They're these weird creatures that no one actually gets to know because they always have them in a cage. And if you keep an animal in a cage, they don't have a personality. But if you kind of, train it to go poop in a box and, not chew your wires, like, and let it run around the house, bunnies actually have a really cool personality. But most people don't get to see that. But I love animals, pretty much any kind of animal. But if I were to own one right now, it would be a cat because cats are easier to maintain, and I don't think I have the time to be a good dog owner. Where did I put my thing of? Huh. I think this is what I need. No, that's for 2 and 3. I forgot what the cone. Yeah. Where is my 5mm? Found it. I can't believe I'm working on this like 3 hours later. How many people are still watching? There are like 400 people watching some dude hanging out in his dormitory building a bike. The internet, I love it. Alright. That's good. I might need one on the front too. Doesn't help when you don't take the plastic thing out. I do not need anything for this guy. Sweet. Alright, so it has this lock thing mechanism right here. Let me see if I can bring the camera a little bit closer. Yeah. And push the axle all the way through, lock it, and then put the screw all the way, and that's all. That's how you use the Cane Creek's new quick, I think they're calling it the D-Lock, but don't quote me on that. Holy shit, this bike looks awesome. Sorry for my French. Let me give you a good view of this. Tilt it sideways. Oof, that's a badass looking bike if I do say so myself. Alright, so I think this is what I'm going to do. Since we've gone over like 2 hours, I don't want to keep you here for too much longer. I think I have a bunch of like little boring things that I'm going to need to do that I don't know how interesting they're going to be on camera. So I'm probably going to go to bed somewhat, I don't know, maybe somewhat soon. Uh-oh, is this guy too long? I need a shorter bolt here. But yeah, I think I'm gonna do most of the small work. Actually, let me get the comments up because the comments disappeared on me. There you go. Is it a downhill frame? No, this is not a downhill frame. No carbon. Yes, this bike is definitely it looks very enduro, but I don't know if I'd want to race this bike for an enduro because it's, usually you'd want a slightly longer travel bike for enduro because this bike's only 130 millimeters, and for enduro you're usually wanting something, I don't know, around the 150 range. Especially for like European enduro stuff where like, I need a shorter one on this guy too. What's going on here? How do you like the cable management I got going on right there? I might just leave it. It looks pretty sweet. No, you don't think so? Okay. I'm gonna check my super chats right now, see if I missed any. Come on. Dude, Josh, you're the man. Thank you, dude. Appreciate it. Josh just gave me a $5 holla. I'm just gonna plug it right now. If you guys are interested in supporting this channel a little bit more, I recently launched a Patreon account. So just, patreon.com/skills.com/skillswithphil. There's a few interesting perks. One of the interesting perks that's filling up really quickly, there's only 2 slots left, I think, is a e-coaching perk where you can send me videos and I'll help you walk you through certain skills. I think it's really valuable. This is something I tried before and I made it open to the public. However, that's when I had 10,000 subscribers, and like when I started building up a lot of subscribers, I couldn't keep up with the influx of requests, and I felt really bad. So this is a way that I can still help you guys, but kind of limit the amount I get. I would love to be able to help every single one of you guys and watch every single one of your videos. It's just not possible. I don't have that much time in a day. But yeah, head over to Patreon, Skills with Phil. The other thing that I have going on with Patreon is it's saying a poor connection. Hopefully you can still see me. The other thing I have going on with Patreon is I have higher quality versions of the videos. So that's especially useful for the GoPro footage because I upload the videos to Vimeo, which has a higher bitrate. So that's something that's up your alley, check it out. Alright, let's go back to all the comments. Ice cream is God. I do love me some ice cream. How do I show? Let's see. I'm gonna scroll down. What's the fast? What's the fastest I've ever gone going downhill? I think about 45 in a downhill racing situation. I don't know like in my whole life, but okay. So now, let me bring the camera back up here. Sorry, hopefully I'm not giving you guys motion sickness right now. There we go. Lock it down. You guys want to hear the hub? All right. Oh, I can't because my brakes are open right now. So you're going to just hear the brake rotor. But I'm going to fiddle with the brakes right now. So, I'm going to lock this guy down somewhere around here. Not really particular about this right now. I'm just going to clamp it down. Actually, I will put it right here. So when I detach that, no fluid leaks. What's going on here, cable? Okay, so what's going on here is when I got the brakes, well, my front brake is set up to where I'm used to having my rear lever. So I know you guys in the UK, and if you race a moto or ride moto, that's how you have it set up. I just don't know how to ride like that, so I'm going to swap it over to the traditional American sense, or American way. So for this, I will need this guy. I'm actually going to push this up a little bit more, just in case any fluid leaks. Come on. It's like twisting back on me every time I... There we go. Is it? Brakeless solves problems. Alright. I want to shorten it a little bit. You stay there. Get off. Here we go. There we go. So right now I'm shortening, I'm going to be detaching the brake hose. As long as I'm careful, I should be all set. These brakes use mineral fluid, just like Shimano. So if I need to bleed them, it should be relatively easy. I don't have to do that weird degassing thing like you have to do with SRAM brakes. can't tell if it's threading or not. There you go. Boom. That was a lot of work. So, while I'm at it, I'm going to shorten the brake housing quite a bit. Just going to thread this real quick and zip tie the back. Because I want to make sure I'm there you go. Hands are all greasy now. Yeah, it doesn't have internal routing here. This hole that you're seeing is for the dropper post, so I can't do internal routing. Um, One more zip tie. Woohoo! Get you in frame. Did I make a knot? I might have made a knot. Alright. What's going on here? Cables. I like my cables to be nice and clean, so I'm going to make sure this is about the same length as my failure housing cable. So, probably about that is pretty good. Where did I put that? Cut twice, measure once. Words to live by. Oops. Nah. I should be pretty good, but now we get to use my favorite tool. I'm gonna use. Okay, this guy. Alright, well, you do your thing. usually installing these things are a pain in the butt. But with this thing right here, which you can pick up for like, I think $16 off of Amazon, it's like, makes your life so much easier. Where's that piece I just cut off? Make sure I'm putting this side correct direction. There we go. Alright, check this out. I've used this once. So, let me give you a little, you guys can see that. Kind of, I'm going to use this real quick to make a little bit of a hole. It's not the way to... So when I cut this, I made a little bit of an oval, so it's hard for me to get the barb in. So I'm trying to just make the hole a little bit more round. There you go. That should make my life a little bit easier. So, now that's started, you can kind of fit this in. There we go. So, you put this in like such, like this. Thread this out all the way, clamp it down. Oh man, this barb fell off on me. See if I can, there you go. Unclamp it. One of the best investments I've made. Now, just take this guy and thread it back in. Found my tool. I'm gonna read some more comments for a second. Check out Super Chat. North Country Mountain Biking, thank you. You guys are kick-ass. Thanks for supporting the channel and doing what you do. Alright, do you need, so, I don't know if I'm going to need my, bleed my brakes. It's probably recommended that you do. However, I've gone away with not needing to do that on Shimano brakes, doing the same process. But there's a chance that a bunch of air bubbles got on, so I will be bleeding these, not in this video, but tomorrow after I wake up. Feeling them right now. Yeah, I'm gonna have to bleed them. Definitely a little spongy. Some air got in there. But I think the bleeding process should be similar to the Shimano bleed process, which is super simple because you just need to loosen that and add some oil to it and kind of flick the lever a few times to get all the air bubbles come up. Do I want to bleed this guy while I'm at it? I guess I could have gone a little shorter with this cable, but it's all good. Rather have it a little bit long than short, so I can take care of that later. Oh yeah, use a long guy. Now we're going to do the front brake. Alright, let's read some comments here. All comments, what's up? Am I running tubeless? Yes, I will be running tubeless. Chris Davis, how did I meet Seth? I'm the one who reached out to him last year around this time because I knew he was from Florida, and I like to go down to Santos for the Fat Tire Festival. So given that we both make YouTube videos about bikes, I figured, I don't know, he seemed like a pretty cool dude. I wanted to meet up with him, and yeah, that's how we met up. Will I be going to Seattle this year? I'm trying to figure out how to make Seattle financially viable. I am a student, so I don't have a job. So it's hard to just travel to all the places, but I do have some money saved up. I might try to sell a bike. If you guys want to help out, you can support me on Patreon or do some super chats. But that's the plan for now. I want to make it out to. Yes, SpongeBob. I am trying to raise a little bit more awareness to Patreon. So if you guys want to help get me out to Seattle, that'd be really appreciated. Of course, I'll be bringing lots of videos from Seattle. Oh, is Brian Kennedy here? I don't. Okay. Thought everyone was talking about him. So this piece is being a little bit stubborn with me right now. It doesn't want to come off. Vice grips. I have 650B wheels on there right now. What wheels are my favorite? Well, the ones that are free. So Noble hooked it up with these super baller wide carbon rims that I'm really eager to test out. They're the first company that actually reached out to support me ever. So it's pretty cool for them. Been talking a lot with them, and I might be going out to Whistler because of them for Crankworks. What do I think of plus size bikes? They're useful. For certain things, I think they have their place. I don't know if I would ride them all the time, but I think for like a plus size hardtail, it's pretty useful because now you have like a bike that is pretty capable, but super simple at the same time. Am I racing the Pro GRT? Probably not this year, unfortunately. I don't have a downhill bike right now, so I'm focusing more on YouTube this year than I have in the past because you guys are awesome and I want to make more videos that you guys can benefit from. I've been racing for a while, so it's a nice change of pace. Jared, so you asked if I ever see myself racing BMX or posting some BMX race stuff. No, I probably won't be doing BMX racing stuff because those guys are on like a whole nother league. Like I can't compete with BMX racers anymore, even though I used to be one myself. Alright, something like that. That's probably pretty good. Where'd I? Oh. Come back up here. Hey, you get back. Let's see, Phil. What other what other sports do I do besides mountain biking? Well, I used to be a snowboarder. I did a bunch of slopestyle competitions when I was little. Believe it or not, I was this close from like landing double backflips. I could like rodeo 7 front side and backside, but I was never good at like rails and jibs. But I used to do like a little bit of skateboarding when I was little, and pretty much any like extreme sport. What like anything that was in X Games was what I was interested in. But now it's primarily mountain biking. I did play hockey in high school, but it's the only team sport that I've really played. Where did I put this tool? Silly Phil. Have I ever ridden in, yeah, I also got the hockey hair for hockey. Let's see. What other kind of, how my hub is dead silent. Do I plan on getting a downhill bike? Yes, it's something that I would like to do towards the end of this year. Or if I can make that happen earlier, that'd be cool too. But there's a few things that I have planned before that. Oh man, got stuck fighting with this thing. I'm gonna. Alrighty, number 2. Whoa, these comments are just like coming in like crazy. Something must have happened. Would I ever use a box roller? Yeah. Phil, it look like you're getting in. So I need to make a video on like the pluses and minuses of being sponsored. So I actually like the freedom of not having a frame sponsor because it gives me the ability to run whatever frame I really like. The downside to that is you have to pay for it. So I do have some sponsors for, King Creek. They're a huge support. Deity, huge support. Noble, huge support. So there's a bunch of companies who have come through, like Rotor, and they've offered to help out. But I would do a frame sponsor. It's just like, it's nice having the freedom to be able to ride whatever frame you really want to ride. You might have to pay for that, but, sometimes it's worth it. That BMC was not a. I really do need a beer, but can't drink beer on camera or in this house technically because it's a wet campus, or it's not. It's a wet campus, but this house isn't registered, so I could get in a lot of trouble. No, fluid is leaking. Stay there. Let's go down bottom. Well, see, I live on campus. I go to school. So I don't make the rules about whether I can drink here or not. The issue is in our house we have some people who are under 21, so we're not able to register a house to be able to drink beer or alcohol. So can't exactly move. And because I have a scholarship to go to school, in the contract I have to live on campus. So let's see. Yo, what's up, Elliot? Oh, it's little Grom from back home. Am I going to touch up any of the corners on Drummer Hill? I assume you're referring to after making that how to repair berms video. There's not many berms on Drummer Hill that really need that much work, but then again, I haven't been up there in a while. But I'll probably do some trail work there at some point this year, because trail work's fun. And I think it's important to give back to the community, because trails wouldn't happen if there weren't people like us to build them. Alright, that's in there. Scroll down a little bit more. Am I in North Carolina? Yeah, I'm in Banner Elk, North Carolina. Come on. Oops. Yep, definitely gonna have to bleed that guy. Just lost a lot of fluid. Let me move the camera so you're not looking at my back. How's the Toco holding up? I've literally beaten it to crap. The rims are completely toast. But otherwise, the bike's doing really well. Phil, hold on, you're talking about that piece of, yeah, I did build that kind of pallet piece of crap desk in the corner. with just like a. I have like this really crappy multi-tool that I built it with. It's definitely not nice, nice desk, but it does a job. Let's see, do another Walmart video. I might. There's a lot of requests to follow up, so it wouldn't be the same kind of video as I did before. If I got offered a sponsor, if I got offered a sponsor the other day, it depends if you want to represent that bike shop. If you think you're up for the opportunity, yeah, take it. Let's see, super chats. What do we have going on here? Ooh, going on 3 hours, man. Where did I put my tool? I'm going crazy here, guys. Did Trek sponsor? No, Trek did not sponsor me. I was sponsored by a bike shop who was a Trek retailer. They had 12 bike shops, 6 within the New York City area, and then 6 within the suburbs of New York City. So they had a lot of pull, and they lent me 2 bikes a year, 1 trail bike and 1 downhill bike. But the thing is, at the end of the year, I'd have to give those bikes back, which is why I don't have it anymore. Have I ever been to Washington? Yes, I've done the Pro GRT at Port Angeles. I've ridden Tiger Mountain. Yeah. Have I ever ridden a dirt bike? Yes, I have, but it's not my thing. Like, I enjoy dirt bikes. I'm just not good at riding dirt bikes. Whew. Yeah, I wish I had someone to read the chat to me, but no one's on campus right now. And let's see. Let's check the super chat, see if anything else is going on here. Nope. Alright. What's my favorite place to ride? North Carolina. We have some sweet stuff, but I went up to where was it? Kicking Horse. So British Columbia has some really sweet trails. Can I do some more trick? Yeah, I sure will. Now that I have this bike, I can finally show the fork. I can start making more tutorials. Also helps that like the snow is finally gone. Alright, I'm gonna take the bike out of the stand and probably call it a night because it's pretty much done. I just need to do fine tuning, and I'll do that in the morning. I'm pretty exhausted. I had a few midterms today, and those took it out of me. Let's see. Yep, those are the sleep breaks. Just need to tighten a few things. Note, the reason why I'm not running a dropper right now is because I don't have one. I will be running a dropper, but couldn't get my hands on one before making this video. Yeah, ooh, let me show you the bike. That head tube is massive, isn't it? Well, my roommate is in another room. I don't have a roommate in this room. I have a roommate in the house. Have I ever ridden a road bike? Yes, I have. Not my cup of tea. Woohoo! Well, it's pretty much done. Not fully done. I have a few more things I need to do to it. But I think my roommate's asleep and I don't want to keep them up. So we're going to probably put an end to this live stream. I'm exhausted. It's way past my bedtime. If you have any more questions, let me respond to a few more. I am running a medium. That's what they recommended for my size, and I'm 5'10". What bike? What other bike YouTubers I recommend? Definitely Seth Bike Hacks. Everyone probably knows who he is by now. BKXC, the single track sampler. Nate Hills has some badass videos, and then a new one that I've been turned on to is Trail Peak. And then if you want more bike discussion stuff, there is Regular Guy Mountain Bikes, who's a really cool guy. Has a really cool thing going where he does a bunch of bike chats that's super unique. No one else is doing it. Let me check Super Chat, see if I have anything going on. Whoa, dude. Brendan, thank you. You're awesome. I really appreciate that. Thank you for being with us. Oh, it's not even just $20. That's 20 pounds, which is like, I don't know. I can't do math. Like 25. That's a lot of money. Thanks, dude. Really appreciate that. Let's see. Am I going to Santos? Yes, I'm going to Santos for at least Saturday. My goal is to get there Friday and be there for Friday and Saturday. Sunday is tricky because I have to be back at school for Monday, so Sunday's iffy, but I might skip school on Monday. Don't tell my teachers. I should make stickers. I'm working on the stickers aspect. I need to get a new logo done, and I'm actually having a good friend of mine who does a lot of graphic art stuff come up with a new kind of branding for the channel. Let's see. Am I racing this weekend? I'm not racing this weekend, but I think the plan is I want to go out there and hang out and at least see what's up. The bike had. Let's see. Let's see. Yes, I did forget GMBN. Thank you for bringing that up. It's kind of one of those channels that I feel like everyone knows of. But yeah, GMBN makes some really cool stuff. Lots of super in-depth tutorials. And yeah, that's where I'm going to end it. Thank you guys so much for being a part of this live stream. This is my second one, and holy crap, I went 3 hours. I didn't think I could talk that much. My voice is starting to go. I really appreciate you guys being here. You will see a full bike check. Give it... I'll be doing a full bike check on this soon. And I'm super excited for it. So thanks for being a part of this live stream tonight, guys. As always, I'm tired. My name is Phil Metz. Thanks for playing bike with me tonight. And I'll see you guys next time. Alright. Double check. Make sure there's no more super chats. Alright, guys. Peace.